Life moves fast. From the moment we wake up, we're surrounded by noisy mails, deadlines, traffic, notifications. Our minds are constantly running, juggling responsibilities, trying to keep up. But somewhere deep inside, we crave stillness. We long for a moment to just breathe, to feel grounded, to feel human again. And that's when nature gently calls us back. Not with noise or urgency, but with a whisper, a soft breeze brushing your skin, the sound of leaves swaying in the wind, the quiet rhythm of waves rolling onto the shore. Nature doesn't ask for anything. It doesn't rush. It doesn't judge. It simply exists, open, patient, and ready to receive you. And when we allow ourselves to slow down, to step outside, something shifts. We start to remember how good it feels to be alive. Not productive, not successful, just alive. Maybe you've felt it before. That deep sense of calm when you're walking through a quiet forest. That feeling of wonder watching a sunset turn the sky to fire. Or that simple joy of lying on the grass, eyes closed, heart still. It's not magic. It's not wishful thinking. Nature is medicine. Real, powerful medicine. In recent years, more and more research has shown what many of us already knew in our hearts. Time in nature helps us heal. It lowers our stress. It lifts our mood. It helps us sleep better, focus better, feel more at peace. Whether it's a hike in the mountains, a walk in the park, or simply sitting under a tree. These small, gentle moments with the earth bring our nervous systems back into balance. And the best part? It's free. It's always there. We don't have to travel far or spend a fortune. Healing can happen in our own backyard or on a quiet street lined with trees. This video is not a lecture. It's an invitation to come back home to the natural world, to remember that we are not separate from it. We are part of it. The trees, the rivers, the sky, they aren't just scenery. They are companions on our journey toward healing and wholeness. So today, I invite you to slow down, to take a deep breath, to open your heart to the quiet wisdom of the earth. Let's walk together, gently, into the arms of nature, and allow it to remind us of something we may have forgotten, that we are already enough, and that healing can begin right here. When we say that nature heals us, it's not just a poetic idea. It's something we can actually feel in our bodies and something that science has begun to measure, explain, and celebrate. Forest bathing, the gentle medicine of the trees. Let's begin with something simple, walking through a forest. In Japan, there's a practice known as Shinrin-yoku, or forest bathing. It doesn't involve swimming. It's simply about immersing yourself in the atmosphere of the forest. No phone, no music, no goal, just presence, just being. In recent years, researchers have discovered that this simple act has profound effects on the human body and mind. Studies show that spending time in nature, especially among trees, can lower cortisol levels, the hormone associated with stress, reduce blood pressure and heart rate, improve immune system function by increasing natural killer NK cell activity, boost mood and reduce feelings of anxiety and depression. A 2019 study published in Frontiers in Psychology found that spending just 20 minutes in nature significantly reduced cortisol levels in stressed adults. What's even more beautiful? The benefits increase when we slow down and become more mindful during our time outdoors. So next time you're in a wooded area, walk slowly, breathe deeply, touch the bark, listen to the birds. Let your senses come alive again. Sunlight, serotonin, and the healing power of natural light. Most of us spend our days indoors under artificial lighting, behind screens, barely seeing the sun. But sunlight plays an essential role in regulating our bodies. Exposure to natural light helps our brains release serotonin, a neurotransmitter that boosts mood and promotes feelings of calm and happiness. In fact, people with low serotonin levels are more likely to experience depression, anxiety, and trouble sleeping. And when the sun goes down, exposure to natural light during the day helps your body produce melatonin at night, helping you fall asleep more easily and enjoy deeper rest. Even just 10 to 15 minutes of sunlight in the morning can help reset your internal clock, stabilize your mood, and improve mental clarity. Underscore nature and cognitive function. Clarity through stillness. Have you ever noticed how your thoughts feel clearer after a walk outside? There's a reason. Research shows that spending time in natural environments helps improve focus, creativity, and cognitive function. One landmark study from the University of Michigan found that just 50 minutes walking in nature significantly improved memory and attention compared to walking in an urban environment. Nature gives the brain a break from overstimulation. It allows our executive attention system, the part that helps us focus, plan, and make decisions, to rest and recover. This is especially important in a world full of distractions. Constant pings, ads, and notifications are exhausting our minds. But nature doesn't demand anything. It simply invites us to notice. So, if you're feeling scattered, overwhelmed, or mentally foggy, step outside. Even a short walk around your neighborhood can help bring your thoughts back into focus.
Green spaces and mental health. A growing body of evidence. More and more studies are confirming something we've always felt. Being in green spaces supports mental health. A major review published in Environmental Research analyzed data from over 290 million people across 20 countries. The findings? People living near green spaces had lower levels of cortisol, reduced risk of heart disease, better sleep, higher levels of physical activity, improved self-reported mental well-being.
The researchers concluded that increasing urban green space could reduce premature mortality. That's a powerful statement. Just more trees, more parks, more access to nature could literally save lives. And for those who experience anxiety, depression, or burnout, nature offers a gentle, non-invasive form of support. It doesn't replace professional care, but it beautifully complements it. Grounding, reconnecting with the earth beneath your feet. Another fascinating area of study is something called grounding or earthing. It's the practice of making direct contact between your skin and the earth's surface, walking barefoot on grass, sand, or soil. Sounds simple, right? Yet this connection may have remarkable effects. Some small studies suggest that grounding can reduce inflammation, improve sleep, decrease stress, balance the nervous system. One theory is that direct contact with the earth allows free electrons from the ground to neutralize free radicals in our bodies, reducing oxidative stress and inflammation. While more research is still needed, what we know for sure is this: being barefoot in nature feels good. It reminds us of childhood. It reconnects us to something ancient and essential. So whenever you can, kick off your shoes and let your feet remember the earth, the healing sounds of nature. Our bodies respond not just to the sights and smells of nature, but also to its sounds. The gentle rustle of leaves, the rhythm of waves, the song of birds at dawn. Research from Brighton and Sussex Medical School in the UK found that natural sounds shift the brain into a more relaxed mode, reducing the body's fight-or-flight response and promoting feelings of calm and safety. This is why many meditation apps and sleep playlists feature sounds of nature, because they work. Even if you can't go outside, listening to recordings of rain, ocean waves, or a forest at dusk can have calming effects on the nervous system. The microbiome of the outdoors. Why getting dirty is good for you? Modern life often encourages us to sanitize everything. But did you know that exposure to nature actually feeds your microbiome, the community of bacteria that lives in and on your body? Children who grow up playing in the dirt, surrounded by plants and animals, tend to have stronger immune systems and lower rates of allergies and autoimmune conditions. This old friend's hypothesis suggests that exposure to natural microbes helps teach our immune systems what's harmful and what's not, reducing overreactions and inflammation. So don't be afraid to get your hands in the soil, lie in the grass, or spend time around trees. These moments aren't just good for the soul, they're good for your body, too. Urban nature, healing in the heart of the city. You don't need a mountain range or national forest to experience the healing power of nature. Even in urban areas, we can find pockets of green, a quiet park, a rooftop garden, a path along the river. These places offer a break from concrete and noise, and a chance to connect with something deeper. Plant a few herbs on your windowsill. Take your lunch outside. Watch the clouds drift by for 5 minutes. These moments may seem small, but they add up. And your body, mind, and spirit will thank you. We often think healing has to be complicated, expensive, or dramatic. But sometimes, healing begins with something as simple as a step outside, a breath of fresh air, a hand touching a tree. Nature doesn't promise to fix everything, but it does promise to meet you exactly where you are. No matter your age, your job, your struggles, nature is for everyone, and it's waiting for you. There's a reason we instinctively seek out nature when our hearts feel heavy. A walk in the woods, a day by the ocean, a night under the stars. We don't just go to nature for beauty. We go there to feel something deeper. We go there to remember. In our world today, silence is rare. We're constantly surrounded by noise, voices, traffic, notifications, to-do lists. Even in quiet rooms, our minds stay busy. But nature speaks a different language, a silent one. When you sit beneath a tree and simply listen to the wind rustling the leaves, the distant call of a bird, the soft lapping of water, you begin to notice something remarkable. The silence isn't empty, it's full of presence, full of meaning. A stillness that doesn't demand anything from you. It just welcomes you, as you are. And in that stillness, your inner world begins to soften. The noise inside your head begins to quiet down. The ache in your chest loosens its grip. You realize you are not alone. You are being held by something ancient, something larger, something deeply gentle. Nature and the soul's longing. For centuries, people have turned to nature not just for survival, but for spiritual connection. Native American traditions view the earth as a sacred mother. Many monks meditate under trees, facing rivers, breathing with the wind. Poets and mystics for generations have written about the divine presence they find in mountains, forests, deserts, and oceans. Why? Because nature has a way of putting things into perspective. When you stand at the edge of a canyon, or lie beneath a sky full of stars, you begin to feel your own life in a new way. Your worries shrink, your questions deepen, your soul wakes up. It's as if nature whispers, you are part of something sacred, something whole, something eternal. The wisdom of seasons. One of the most beautiful spiritual teachings nature offers is the wisdom of seasons. Spring teaches us about renewal. The world begins again. So can we. Summer invites us to expand, to blossom, to live fully. Autumn shows us the grace of letting go. Leaves fall, and yet beauty remains. Winter reminds us that rest is not laziness. It's part of the cycle. Necessary, sacred. When we align ourselves with these rhythms, life becomes less of a struggle. We stop fighting against time. We learn to move with it. Instead of judging ourselves for needing rest, we understand it as part of our nature. Instead of fearing change, we see it as natural as the falling of a leaf. Nature doesn't resist its own process. It trusts, and it invites us to do the same. Letting go and finding peace. Have you ever watched waves crash on the shore? They rise, they fall. They never hold on. They don't resist the tide, they surrender to it. And in doing so, they remain part of something vast and beautiful. This is one of the deepest spiritual lessons we can learn from nature, the power of letting go. Letting go of control, letting go of perfection, letting go of the need to have all the answers. Trees let go of their leaves every autumn. Rivers let go of water that flows downstream. The moon lets go of light, then receives it again. Maybe we can learn to do the same. Nature teaches us that everything moves in cycles. Nothing stays forever. Joy, pain, grief, excitement. And that's okay. Instead of clinging, we can open. Instead of fearing change, we can flow with it. Sacred moments in everyday nature. You don't have to climb a mountain to experience the spiritual power of nature. It's in the little things, the everyday miracles. Watching a bee land on a flower, feeling the sun warm your skin in the morning, smelling rain on the pavement. hearing leaves crunch beneath your feet. Sacred moments in everyday nature. You don't have to climb a mountain to experience the spiritual power of nature. It's in the little things, the everyday miracles. Watching a bee land on a flower, feeling the sun warm your skin in the morning, smelling rain on the pavement, hearing leaves crunch beneath your feet.
These moments might seem small, but they hold something vast inside them. Presence, and presence is the doorway to peace. When we fully inhabit a moment in nature, we're not just observing it, we're part of it. We remember that we belong here, that the world isn't separate from us. We are not outsiders looking in. We are nature, breathing, moving, living, just like everything else.
That connection is spiritual, whether we call it God, the universe, source, or simply the sacredness of life itself. Nature doesn't ask you to believe in anything. It doesn't belong to any religion. It belongs to everyone. It meets you in your own language, on your own terms, in your own time. All you have to do is show up. Finding sanctuary in a busy life. You might be wondering, this sounds beautiful, but how do I actually make space for it in my busy life? The answer is, you don't need a lot. You just need intention. Here are simple ways to let nature become your spiritual refuge, even in a busy schedule. 1. Morning connection. Step outside for 5 minutes each morning. Breathe in the fresh air. Notice the sky. Set a quiet intention for the day. 2. Tech-free walks. Leave your phone behind and take a short walk. Let your senses guide you. Listen, touch, smell. 3. Sacred spots. Find one place, a tree, a bench, a park that becomes your sanctuary. Go there regularly. Let it become a friend. 4. Nature journal. Keep a journal of what you see and feel in nature. Over time, you'll notice how it shifts your perspective. 5. Ritual of gratitude. Before going to bed, remember one moment in nature from your day. A breeze, a flower, a bird. Whisper a quiet thank you. Nature doesn't care how successful you are. It doesn't ask for your resume. It doesn't need you to be perfect. It only asks one thing, that you come as you are. We all need a place to rest our hearts. Somewhere we can lay down our burdens, take off our masks, and simply be. For many of us, that place is under the open sky. So when the world feels too loud, when your soul feels tired, when nothing else seems to help, go outside, sit in silence, let the earth hold you. And remember, you are part of something holy, something rooted, something real. The power of sunlight, gentle light for a stronger you. Sunlight is one of nature's most powerful healers, freely available, quietly transformative. When sunlight touches your skin, it triggers the production of vitamin D, which plays a crucial role in strengthening bones and muscles, supporting the immune system, balancing mood and reducing depression, regulating sleep and energy levels. In fact, studies have linked vitamin D deficiency with fatigue, chronic pain, and weakened immunity. Yet many Americans don't get enough, especially during winter months or in indoor-based lifestyles. Just 10 to 30 minutes of gentle sun exposure a few times a week, especially during morning or late afternoon hours, can make a noticeable difference. And beyond the physical benefits, the emotional uplift that comes from feeling the sun on your face is undeniable. It's warmth, it's comfort, it's life itself, touching you. Fresh air and full breaths, oxygen as medicine. When was the last time you truly noticed your breath? In nature, especially away from city pollution, the air is cleaner, more oxygen-rich, and often filled with subtle scents: pine, grass, flowers, even rain that trigger feelings of calm and pleasure. Fresh air helps improve lung function, boost brain clarity and alertness, lower blood pressure, support better digestion, reduce headaches and fatigue caused by indoor air pollution. It also encourages deep breathing, which activates the body's parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and restore mode. This helps lower heart rate, reduce stress, and improve overall balance in the body. Try this. The next time you're outdoors, pause and take 5 slow, intentional breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Feel the shift. It's subtle, but it's real. Movement in nature, exercise that feels like joy. Movement is essential to our physical health, but it doesn't have to mean lifting weights or running marathons. Natural movement, walking on a trail, hiking up a hill, swimming in a lake. Even gardening offers powerful physical benefits, while also being gentle on the joints and nourishing to the soul. Studies show that exercising in nature burns calories more effectively than the same exercise indoors, improves heart health and blood circulation, enhances flexibility, balance, and muscle tone, increases energy levels, and reduces chronic fatigue, boosts endorphin levels, lifting mood and motivation. There's even a term for this: green exercise. Just 5 minutes of activity in a green space has been shown to boost self-esteem and improve mood. But beyond the science, it's simply more enjoyable. A walk in the forest doesn't feel like a chore. A bike ride through the park doesn't feel like a workout. Because it isn't just movement, it's experience. It's pleasure. It's freedom. It's life. Nature and sleep, the rhythm of rest. Many of us struggle with sleep difficulty, falling asleep, staying asleep, or waking up feeling truly rested. Nature can gently guide us back to better rest by regulating circadian rhythms through natural light exposure, lowering evening cortisol levels through outdoor relaxation, reducing anxiety with calming sensory input. Think a soft breeze, crickets at dusk, creating nighttime routines that involve gentle walks, moon gazing, or sitting quietly under stars. A study from the University of Colorado Boulder found that people who went camping without artificial light experienced a significant reset of their internal clocks, falling asleep earlier, sleeping more deeply, and waking more refreshed. Even if you're not heading into the wilderness, spending time outdoors during daylight and dimming lights at night can improve your body's natural sleep cycle. And when your body is rested, everything else begins to heal more easily. Cardiovascular health, nature as heart medicine. Your heart loves nature more than you might realize. Time spent in natural environments is associated with lower blood pressure, reduced heart rate, decreased inflammation, improved circulation, lowered risk of cardiovascular disease. Why? Because nature reduces chronic stress, one of the most significant contributors to heart problems. The soothing visuals, rhythmic sounds, and calming atmosphere of outdoor spaces help relax the body, allowing the heart to do its work with less strain. Even a 10-minute walk in a park can lower systolic blood pressure and promote cardiovascular resilience. So if you're thinking of doing something kind for your heart, today consider stepping outside. The nervous system, from fight or flight to rest and restore, one of the most profound effects nature has on the body is its ability to soothe the nervous system. In modern life, our sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight response, is often in overdrive. We're constantly alert, multitasking, reacting, bracing. But when we're surrounded by natural sights and sounds, our parasympathetic nervous system kicks in. This is the system responsible for relaxation, digestion, healing, emotional balance. That's why we often feel instantly calmer just by stepping into a green space. Even looking at pictures of nature or listening to recordings of ocean waves or birdsong has been shown to reduce stress hormones and promote relaxation.
Chronic pain and inflammation, gentle relief in the outdoors. Chronic pain affects millions of Americans and can take a toll not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. While nature may not be a cure, it can be a powerful complementary therapy. Some studies have found that spending time in nature reduces the perception of pain. This is likely due to a combination of
increased endorphins from movement, reduced stress and cortisol, which contribute to inflammation, improved mood and distraction from pain-focused thoughts. Nature also encourages gentle loom-packed movement, such as stretching, walking, or swimming, which are often recommended for those with chronic pain conditions. And beyond the body, nature offers something essential for those living with pain: hope, a sense of connection, a reminder of beauty, a break from the weight of suffering. Simple ways to let nature support your health. You don't need to move to the countryside or go camping every weekend to experience the physical healing power of nature. Here are a few simple ways to invite it into your daily life. 1. Morning sunlight routine. Open your curtains, stand near a window, or step outside for 5 to 10 minutes each morning. 2. Lunchtime walks. Take a short walk after lunch. Even a walk around the block counts. 3. Outdoor movement. Do your yoga, stretches, or light workouts on your balcony, patio, or local park. 4. Breathing breaks. Step outside during work to take 5 deep, intentional breaths. 5. Nature as reward. Instead of screen time, treat yourself with a nature break: a sunset, a tree-lined path, a view of the sky. 6. Weekend reset. Spend at least 1 hour each weekend in nature. A picnic, a trail, a garden, anything counts.
Your body is wise. It knows how to heal. Sometimes, it just needs the right conditions. Less pressure, more space, less noise, more sunlight, less perfection, more presence. Nature offers those conditions freely, gently, and without judgment.
So, take a moment today. Step outside. Let the earth hold your body, as softly and kindly as it holds the trees, the rivers, the birds. Let it remind you that your body is not broken. It is simply waiting to be supported, to be nourished, to come back to life. Healing through nature doesn't always require a forest trail or a weekend getaway. Sometimes, all it takes is intention. A shift in attention. A few small changes in how we move through the world. Because nature is not just a place we visit. It's something we can weave into the fabric of our daily lives. Begin with the morning, a gentle ritual of connection. How we start the day shapes everything. Instead of waking up to noise and rushing, what if we chose to begin with nature? Here are simple, grounding ways to start your day in connection with the earth. Open a window and take 5 deep breaths of fresh air. Step outside for a few minutes of morning sun. Notice the sky, its color, its clouds, its invitation to pause. Sit quietly with a warm drink, listening to birdsong or wind. This doesn't require an extra hour. It only asks for a few mindful minutes that can set the tone for a calmer, more connected day. Let the light touch your face before the screen does. Let the earth greet you before the world rushes in. The art of the daily walk. Walking is one of the most ancient and natural forms of movement. When done outdoors, it becomes more than just exercise. It becomes a form of meditation, connection, and renewal. Try creating a daily walking ritual, even if it's just 10 to 15 minutes. Walk without your phone. Let your senses guide you. What do you hear? Smell, feel on your skin. Take different routes. Explore a tree-lined street, a nearby park, or even a quiet alleyway with ivy-covered walls. Walk slowly, not to get somewhere, but to arrive in yourself. Over time, your body begins to crave these moments. Your mind learns to soften. You begin to see beauty in the ordinary: a flower breaking through pavement, a leaf turning golden, a bird watching you from a fence. A simple walk becomes a sacred pause, a way back home, bringing nature indoors, creating a living space that breathes. If you live in an apartment, a city, or spend long hours indoors, don't worry. Nature can still live with you. Here are ways to invite nature into your home or workspace. Indoor plants. Even one small plant can improve air quality and mood. Choose low-maintenance varieties like pothos, snake plants, or peace lilies. Natural materials. Decorate with wood, stone, cotton, or linen textures that feel grounding and earthy. Nature sounds. Play ambient forest or ocean sounds during work or rest. These gently soothe the nervous system. Nature scents. Use essential oils like cedarwood, lavender, or eucalyptus to evoke the outdoors. Light and air. Open windows daily. Let natural light in. Let your space breathe. Creating a home that reflects the rhythms and textures of nature is not about perfection, it's about feeling held and nourished by your environment. When your space feels alive, so do you. The beauty of micro moments, tiny doors back to nature. We often think we need big blocks of time to truly connect, but nature meets us in the smallest moments. Moments we often overlook. Watering a plant, watching sunlight dance on the wall, standing under a tree and looking up, picking up a fallen leaf and turning it in your hand, eating lunch outside instead of at your desk. These are micro moments of connection. They're short, simple, and incredibly powerful. Try this. Choose one moment each day to pause and notice something natural. That's all. No need to do anything else. You'll be surprised how deeply these small acts anchor you. Connection doesn't require time. It requires attention, mindfulness in nature, letting the earth be your teacher. Many people turn to meditation to calm their minds, but nature itself can be the meditation. Try these mindful practices outdoors. Sit spot practice. Choose one small outdoor spot, a bench, a tree, a patch of grass, and return to it daily. Just sit, observe, breathe. Nature journaling. After a walk, write down what you saw, heard, or felt. Over time, you'll notice the seasons changing, the world unfolding. 5 senses walk. While walking, tune into each sense, one at a time. What do you hear right now? What textures are beneath your feet? Gratitude ritual. End your day by recalling one thing in nature you're grateful for. A bird, a breeze, the color of the sky. Nature teaches us presence without trying. It doesn't force focus. It invites awareness, softly. When you give nature your attention, it gives you presence in return. Rewild your weekends. Create a sacred outdoor practice. While weekdays may be full, weekends are a chance to go deeper. Create a weekly ritual that reconnects you with nature on a fuller level. Visit a new park, trail, or garden. Go on a picnic alone with family or friends. Take your book, sketchpad, or yoga mat outdoors. Watch a sunrise or sunset. Do nothing, just sit. Let your senses open. You don't need to wait for a vacation to feel refreshed. Let weekends become your mini retreats, not from life, but into life. Even a few hours in nature can reset your nervous system, inspire your creativity, and rekindle joy. The earth doesn't ask you to escape, invites you to return. Nature as belonging, sharing the experience with others. Nature connection doesn't have to be a solitary journey. In fact, sharing it can deepen it. Invite a friend for a nature walk instead of coffee. Plan a family hike or picnic. Join a local gardening club, trail cleanup, or community farm. Start a nature circle where people gather to reflect, journal, or meditate outdoors. Connection to the earth often leads to connection with each other. It softens us, opens us, reminds us that we all belong to something greater. And in a world that often feels divided, nature offers common ground. We all share the same sky, the same moonlight, the same wind, a quiet commitment, making nature part of who you are. You don't need a strict plan. You don't need to do everything at once. You simply need a quiet commitment to let nature back in. Start small. Stay consistent. Be gentle with yourself. Nature doesn't need you to be perfect, it just needs you to show up, to say yes, to remember. Because the more time you spend with the earth, the more you begin to notice something beautiful. Your breathing slows, your thoughts soften, your heart opens, your body remembers that it is part of the world, not separate from it. And this remembering is healing. Healing doesn't always mean fixing. Sometimes, healing means coming home. So, wherever you are, city or countryside, busy or still, joyful or weary, know that nature is always there, waiting, welcoming, whispering, "Come back, I've missed you." And in that returning, you'll find something simple, something true, yourself. If this video brought you a moment of peace or reflection, I invite you to carry that feeling into your day. Leave a comment below and share your favorite way to connect with nature, or simply where you feel most at home with the earth. And if you'd like more videos like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Let's grow a community of gentle souls, people who believe in healing, slowing down, and reconnecting with what matters most. Thank you for being here. Take care of yourself, and remember, Nature is always waiting to welcome you home.